with that scar being so big, does that mean that you had cancerous cells in there then?
Yeah. I think if I'd left it, I probably wouldn't even be here now.
What? I saw on your Instagram the other day, you posted a picture of you eating a Twister in the sun.
Oh yeah.
And I want to talk a bit about that. But first of all, obviously this weather's lovely. Are you a hot man?
Are you coming on to him?
I meant heat man.
Are you a hot man?
Are you a hot man?
I'm hot now.
It's like when we had Toe Jizzle on and we was talking about snacks, and I said, "Are you a chocolate man?"
I'm not too much of a crisp man, so I'll keep it simple.
Are you a chocolate man?
How did you ask? How was that your next?
I could have let it slide as well, but then I was like, no, this is gold.
That's up there with
Slightly
that.
different,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Are you a man that indulges in the heat? Because I mean, it's getting hot in here.
I used to, but to be honest, I've got this big scar on my arm, which was actually from a mole being removed.
Oh right.
So I had to. I do like the sun, and I used to go on holidays quite a lot, and like just be in the sun and quite irresponsible. But now I'm just like I have to be a lot careful, especially with kids and stuff, and they're quite fair skinned. So
Yeah.
It's like I find them a lot more responsible. But I do love the sun. I love the beers and everything in the sun.
It's strange because like I have OCD, which is based around cancer and whatnot, and thinking and that's one that I never consider.
I've got 3 scars from having moles removed. Yeah.
What? Because were they cancerous?
That one would have killed me if I hadn't had it out.
What?
I've got one on the back which looked like that one, which was actually fine, which I had last year, and I've got one on the back there that was probably all right, but I sort of detected it early. So I go for mole mapping once a year now.
Do you?
Because I've got so many of them, and I've had it before, and I was like so irresponsible in the sun when I was a kid. Like I think probably we all were.
Yeah.
Like you just go out. I mean, we used to go on holiday, and I don't think my parents knew what sun cream were. They're probably going, we did, but I don't remember having sun cream. Whereas now, like even coming here today to London, I've whacked it on my legs and my arms and everything, and I've walked in the shadows when I can.
Have you
Said hello
really?
to Cliff Richard. That's a crap old joke. Yeah, edit that one out. That would have been good in the 70s. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. But no, yeah, I have to be. Yeah. I'm quite responsible about it now. Probably OCD with you about it.
Yeah.
I'm so worried about it now that it's sort of.
I genuinely, and I probably should, and it goes against everything I kind of think, but I don't. Do you? I don't ever consider that. Do you?
I use sun lotion a lot, but I also tan really well. Like I never
you're
burn or
you're
anything.
dark skin, so you'll be fine.
So I tend to be all right.
Is that how it works?
Not necessarily, but I mean, my daughter's dark skinned, but she's got quite a big mole on her back and that, and it's like I'm like, how long has she had that? And my wife's like, she's literally had long hair for all her life. We've just cut it short, and I'm like, it's always been there. And I'm like, I'm quite pleased about that.
You're talking about her neck.
My daughter's body to know
Yeah.
that she's got that mole. Pleased to say, but yeah, even with my kids, like Seb, I'm like, has he got sun cream on in the morning? I'm just really obsessed about it now because I've had that scare really with it.
How did you know? Because I think that's quite an important thing to talk about, really, moles. Because I never really look at. I've got a few, and I don't look at them. Fiona's really good at it, though. To be fair, but how did you notice what was the sign that made your brain go, that's not actually a mole, that's actually something worse?
I think as you say, it's your own body most of the time, and I think with that one, I just remember I was in the bath and there was like this really, really black mole that I'd not noticed before, which you would notice. And it started tingling a bit, and I was just like, it just doesn't feel right. It's come up from nowhere, and I went in. I said to the doctor, and they took it out. And the reason the scar is so big is because they're only small. They take it out, and they're only a small scar. But then if there's cancerous cells, they have to go deeper. So when they take it out, it's like a jelly tot.
Right.
It's like a little scoop out.
Yeah.
But then they have to go deeper than that. And the reason the scar's quite big is because I went back to work in the police too soon and opened up the stitches, and then never went back. And I had one on the back of my arm a year ago. It was like that one, and then they took that one out. And they said it was fine. So I suppose it's just keeping an eye on new ones, and if they start feeling funny, loads of people are getting checks now.
Yeah.
But the reality is, I think that just watch out for new moles.
So did that one? I don't know if it's an insensitive question or not. So with that scar being so big, does that mean that you had cancerous cells in there then?
Yeah. I think if I'd left it, I probably wouldn't even be here now, because it was 15 years ago.
Fucking hell.
I don't delve deep into it. They've got my records, but
Yeah.
basically what they said is you had cancerous cells there, and it was quite deep. So that would have been an issue for you at some point.
Wow. I remember hearing a story on the news a while ago, which kind of stuck with me. Don't know if it was like a local news or not. I think I told you about this the other day, but there was this woman. She was obsessed with Emmerdale or something. She was like this old woman, and she used to write into the cast, and she used to write in all the time. I don't know if they said this or not, but I can imagine it was kind of one of them ones where after a while you stop checking the letters. But then I think she picked a different envelope or something, so they didn't know it was her sending the letter. She said important must read or something. She sent it to them, and it wasn't Deirdre, but for the ease of the conversation, let's say it was Deirdre. Like she was doing a scene on Emmerdale, and this old woman had been so obsessed with Emmerdale, she noticed a new mole had come up on Deirdre and wrote in, and then the female actress went to the doctors, and it was a cancerous
That
thing.
happened with, I don't know why I'm pointing at you. You do like football, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
Mark Lawrenson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that
Did
happened.
it?
He was on Match of the Day, and this cancer specialist wrote in and said, "There's something on your nose. You might want to get it checked out." And he did, and it was cancerous. He had the beginning of it. Because I think with these things, I mean, look, I've had 3 of them removed now, so I know it quite well. If you catch it early, and the last one I had, I was asking some questions, and he said, "Look, that one that you had on your arm there could have been 20 years before it caused you any problems."
Yeah.
But it's dodgy.
Yeah.
Basically said there's certain moles that are dodgy, and you're better off getting rid of them. But yeah, that's what happened. I think it was Mark Lawrenson. It was someone off Match of the Day where someone wrote in and said you've had a change on your face.
Yeah, fair enough. Check your moles out. I wouldn't
Yeah.
even know what I'm looking at though. That's
You
a
don't
mole.
look very moly.
I'm quite.
They tend
You're
to be.
freckly, aren't you?
They tend to be quite
Yeah.
sizable, don't
Yeah.
they? When there's something more going on, like it
Yeah.
wouldn't be like a something.
Although
like
that one was quite small.
Fiona, can you Google signs that moles are bad? Because I think we may as well just end
I
this
tell you
on.
what, get your kit off after, and I'll give you a body mapping. We'll put it on Insta.
What is body mapping? So they pick.
They basically photograph everything about you. So you stand there, Billy Bollocks naked.
No, you do not.
Yeah. I mean, I keep my pants on because I say I've got nothing. I can assure you, there's no moles on my cock.
I like he was trying to think of
Yeah.
a different word.
Yeah.
And just went for it.
And so yeah, they photograph everything, and then the next year they'll have a look. And on the photographs, they'll say you might want to have a look at this one.
Oh, so they're just looking for
and
changes.
then they'll see if there's any changes or anything like that.
Oh,
So,
right.
yeah, it's peace of mind, really. But ultimately,
Yeah.
who knows?
Fiona said, "I know this well. Change in size, shape, or colour." Fucking hell, she knows it extensively.
There's 6 things, yeah.
Is there darkened in colour? Now not a perfect circle. I don't think any of my moles are perfect circles, so that's worrying.
I've got loads that fit the bill.
Have you?
Yeah, they're all right. But
Any change should be noted, and moles that bleed need to be checked.
be
ASAP.
safe in the sun.
Yeah,
That's
There
the
we
thing.
go.
Be safe in the sun.
from Goldbridge himself. But there's
you don't think about it when you're young.
no, I've not thought about it until now, and I'm 28.
I like that we got there from. You had a twister on your Instagram.
Do you like it in the sun? Oh, I hate it because I nearly had. I did have. I suppose I don't know whether I did. Well, I suppose I did. Yeah.
I don't know where to go.
I do like twisters. I think.
Do you like any other ice lollies?
twist? What do you think about beer? Well, I've had a. No, let's not go.
You came under a little bit of backlash for not allowing girls to play. So tell me, why do you hate females?